Hey guys, Age here, back with more Genshin Impact. Uh, this video is gonna be me yapping and doing weekly stuff in the background when I can. I'm doing this video because, as of right now, next week is going to be the Genshin. If I get this right, the Genshin update 6.3 Lunar 4 live stream. Good God. I really hate that again, I say this every time. It's so stupid that they title their lunar update. It really messes it up. Call it what it is. It's a patch. 6.3 patch. Anyways. And of course a lot of people don't know. Wait, who? Oh yeah, oh. Oh. Wait, oh. Cut off. Not on, is he? No. Okay, that. Oh no, she is. Might reply. Man. I messaged the wrong person. Sorry. I hate this. I hate typing in Genshin because I'm holding the controller with one arm, and then I with my right hand, and then I'm crossing over and typing with my left hand, which I'm not a left hand. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you see on screen, I'm on Jehoda. And for those of you that don't know, I hate this character's the personality that they ruined her by overusing the whole inner monologue shit, right? She could have been funny. She could have been great. It's just too much. They overused it. And like I've repeatedly said, if you're going to use inner monologue, it has to be someone important, like the main villain, Ether, someone critical to the story, not a side character. And it's like a jump scare. If you overuse it, you ruin it. So yeah, they ruined Johona for me. And then there's the whole outfit thing. I'm like, oh my god, man, people like this shit? Disgusting. Like, yeah, a fan servicey top when she pretty much has no, chest. She's quite small. And then like skimpy skin everywhere. The hair. All I see is the infinity symbol. That's all I can see. I'm like that, and she has nothing to do with time. And then the whole eye thing. That's the killer for me. That's one pet peeve for me for animes. I hate people with that place icons and eyes for no reason. If it's like Artokino, where it's like it's a racial trait, there's a reason her eyes are like that. It makes sense. But this doesn't. It's dumb. And I just realized. A sec, I'm gonna cough. I just realized I was totally. I'm upset that she was so misleading when they introduced her. You see, like, look at this. Got a blue thing there, a red thing there. Look at her necklace. Blue on the left, red on the right. And look at the compass. Blue and red. So it's safe to assume it's like, okay, she has something to do with cryo and pyro or hydro and pyro or something like that, right? Like, oh, she's gonna be a knockland. There's gonna be, a new lunar melt or pyro reaction or something like that. Like, nope. It just so weird. This character, so misleading. Yeah. So it's like, yo, that's a lot of Jehoda hate. Why are you using her? I'm like, because I was playing around, and we'll get into that a little bit later. All right, so this video. Let's look at the phone. The stuff I want to cover. Oh no! Before I start, as of this video, the holidays are happening this week. So Christmas and New Year. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope everyone has a white Christmas. And you're gonna have a night had or have a nice Christmas dinner. I'm actually excited. I splurged and I spent $7 for a premium microwavable. It's like woo! Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes and steamed vegetables, microwavable. I can't wait for Christmas. That's my Christmas dinner. Oh, and a canned Coke. Oh, I know. I splurged real bad. Canned Coke. To me, a canned Coke is like wine. It's like a beer, all right? It's like something you sit down at the end of the day and just, oh yeah, that's great. Nice drink. Yeah. I'm a simple man. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, 6.3 coming out next week. So this video is about my expectations, what's happening now in the drama industry, and the banner characters and my thoughts on them, and story theory that could be possible spoilers, but Genshin, for some reason, it's like, you know, they're it's like a very simple solution. It's like, hey, look, you have a cylinder, and the hole is a circle. All you need to do is put the cylinder into the circle. Oh, and it's a grand slam. It's a win. They fuck it up. Like every fucking decision they make in the story and all that stuff like that. It's like very obvious you can make this really good, but they never do. So, anyways, yeah, my expectations on the story. So the first thing I want to cover is the drama with Columbina. I'm like, how can there be drama with Columbina? Columbina is a great character and stuff like that. I'm like, well, apparently they're bullying the voice actor because Columbina didn't live up to people's expectations of what's in their mind. Apparently, people had an expectation of Columbina being a psychopath and really creepy and stuff like that because in the trailer she was lying down on the coffin and stuff like that. And in context, now that we know the personality of Columbine and stuff like that, how I saw that is completely different now. Yeah, at the start it's like, yeah, she's like wants to hug the dead and stuff, but then you learn, oh, okay, Columbina was friends with Rosaria. She was one of those like Sandrone and Arlecchino. She was like slight friends with Rosalia, or the Harbinger. So yeah, of course she's awkward. She doesn't know social graces and things like that. So of course she's gonna go up to the coffin and slide down and and do the only thing she knows how to do is sing, right? And apparently the Harbingers thought that was creepy, and so did people. And oh, she's crazy and a psychopath because of that and stuff like that. And people don't realize the big problem with Columbina's story is that people alienated her. They saw her as someone to keep their distance and stuff like that because, oh, she's the third Harbinger. That means she's extremely powerful. She must be really bad, so keep your distance. They make assumptions about her without actually talking to her. They make judgments. And so people are doing the same thing in real life. You judge Columbina because you read all the texts and stuff like that from the Harbingers, the people that know her, but these people kept their distance. They didn't know Columbina. They didn't know her story or anything like that, so they made false assumptions, and that carried over to the community base, the actual real life Genshin community base, and somehow these idiots are blaming the voice actor. The voice actor is great. I like her a lot. She's very feminine, very soft spoken. It fits her character perfectly. And so I'm like, you're doing the exact same thing people had with character Columbina in the story. People alienated her. When she was first born, she was named Kutar right off the bat, right? And so the Scions worshipped her as a god and kept their distance. They didn't actually want to become friends with her or anything like that. And then so she left the Frostmoon Scions and um, went to the Harbingers, and the Harbingers did the same thing. She was immediately third position, which is really high up. So that alienated her from the rest of the Fatui and stuff like that. Really dumb. And then the other. Okay, let me just do this here. Did I do co-op? Like, I don't really want to try. Maybe I should go up. If I don't want to no-brain this. Oh, no. Where are you? Sacrificial. Got that. That. Alright, let's co-op this, and then we'll get to the next drama thing. Oh, okay. If I hate that. I can't really multitask. That's not one of my strong suits. 80 people love to and stuff like that, but it's like either I'm playing the game or I'm talking, you know? So if you see me just stop moving and stop doing stuff, it's because I'm concentrating on what I'm saying, right? To try to make sense. The next topic will be Glaive Kyo. If you don't know who Glaive Kyo is, he's a Genshin critiquer, criticizer. Oh, look at this team! Look at this team! Oh, we're going in. We're going in. Ow! After.
I'm flying! You can't get me up here.
Oh yeah, damn it! I can't. That's why I didn't get my trigger. It sucks because it's considered a shield. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take a long time.
King and Queen should present a united front. Let's have a ball.
Oh my god, this is taking so long! Damn, dude. Oh my god, dude.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some
strike!
pomp and ceremony. Good lord, always forgetting your
I've
lines.
lost my place. Where were we?
Dude. I hate this fight. I hate this fight as melee.
Ah!
Damn it, man.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, dude.
And now, a towering return to form!
Ah! Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Oh my god, dude.
Blundering oaf! You're ruining the show! Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling. Ow! A little too toasty. It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for
strike!
some pomp and ceremony. Good lord, always forgetting your
I've lost my
lines.
place. Where were we?
Damn, dude. Oh my god. Whew. Yeah, dude, I couldn't talk about Glaive at all. Fuck, man. Oh. Okay, so Glaive Kyo, the criticizer of Genshin and stuff like that. People pointed out. I looked at a video. His name's Brian Online. He's a pretty chill dude and stuff like that. He pointed out how the community attacked him for criticizing Genshin and calling it predatory and stuff like that. But then he goes off and C6 as a character. That's basically hundreds to thousands of dollars C6 in a character. It's like, why are you criticizing the game and calling it predatory and the gacha is bad, but then you go and just give them lots and lots of money? So it's, hypocritical or whatever the word is. And so, same thing happened to Glaive Kyo. Brian pointed out, it's like, why don't people have more of a problem with that? Because Glaive Kyo C6 Nefer, but all of his videos about Genshin are criticizing Genshin and stuff like that. And on top of that, someone ran, basically, he uses chat GPT the chat things, the AI script generator thing, and basically people's like put his video through an AI script detector or something like that, and basically all of his videos are AI written, right? I'll get to Glave's excuse after. So yeah, it's AI written, and it started out like they ran really early videos, and yeah, there was a human element to his script, but then at some point it's just like 90%, 100%, 99%, 85% all AI script, and then I'm like, oh, that's why. First, yeah, it's almost like an AI voice when he's talking because it talks so fast. There's no pauses. Like when someone talks, there's pauses, there's 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 long you know, because they're doing facial features and stuff like that in between when someone's talking. There's no inflections when someone's when Glaive Keo is presenting his videos and things like that. And I noticed that every time he makes a like at the start of his videos or something like that, or sometime in his video, every video has like him make a statement and then go off on a make 3 points that have nothing to do with Genshin. Like he will talk about, oh, Genshin's music is like a cat bathing, or a car's differential, and I'm like, what the fuck he's talking about? Like, it's just three, and it's always a statement and 3 points, trying to strengthen his point argument. And I'm like, and I noticed that it's like, and that's how Chat GBT writes itself, right? And it's in a lot of his video. Like, wait, I thought it was an inflection of him, but no, Chat GBT does that a lot. All right, so this came out, people start criticizing him and stuff like that, and then he does an apology video, right? But of course, he doubles down. It's not actually an apology. I only watched like the first 2 minutes of the video, or a minute and a half, because it's like right off the bat, it's like he uses the whole "I have a disability, I have ADD, English is not my main language. That's why I use ChatGPT." I'm like, yeah, I can understand that at the start, but like I said, it started out like that. Like there was a human element, but then it just became not like 100% AI generated. Like he just became lazy. And then my problem is that he's not owning up to it. If he had right out said at the start, in his comment section, his description, it's like, English is not my secondary language. Use AI to help write script. Just have that in your description. None of this would have happened. Like a lot of people view his video as entertainment, right? So they like people wouldn't care if he had put that, and it's like, yeah, I'm still gonna watch it for entertainment because he voices the general feel of the game, right? Everyone knows how greedy Hoyo is and all that stuff like that, how predatory it is, and how messed up Spiral Abyss is, and blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a general consensus. Everyone in the community has a general feeling about the game, right? So yeah, that's why I watch it. It's like, yeah, he's voicing the general opinion, and he does it in a creative and funny way. But then it's like, yeah, he doesn't put any effort. He just uses an AI to generate the script. He just puts up a bunch of cartoon characters, and then that's it, done. And so yeah, he uses like the excuse like, yeah, I'm disabled, I have ADD and HHADD or whatever. And it's like, oh, he's pulling that card right off the bat in the first minute of the video. Like, this is my excuse, it's good enough. And it's like, no, it's not. If you just straight up apologize, said that, yeah, English is not my secondary language, I use the Chat GPT to help me write the script, that's it. But then, he needs to go back to write the script and have Chat GPT help you. There should be more of an equal element of human and AI in your script if you're using it. yeah, he's he's a hypocrite or whatever, basically spending thousands of dollars in a game he criticizes for being predatory and having bad gotcha practices and stuff like that. He spends thousands of dollars C6ing Nefer. So he's very two-faced about that. And he's lying. He just straight up doesn't want to confess and say, like, yeah, I use ChatGPT. So that's the thing about him. I may still watch his videos. Who else are we doing here? Oh yeah, we gotta do the Natline Dragon. I think Columbina? No. Johona. No. Someone uses the Natland boss. I forget who on my account. Boy. Yeah, so that's what's happening about him. Very sad. Just, if you use AI, just come out and say, yes, I do. I'm sorry. These are the reasons why I use it. Alright. And then the next topic is banner characters. This whole factionizing the community. It's like, oh, Dern is a trap. Get Columbina. And then Columbina is a trap. Get Dern. Oh, stop. Don't pull Dern. Oh, you know, like, dude. They think you can only choose one or the other. Yes, from a free-to-play perspective, you can, because people don't always have enough for both. But in this situation, right now what's happening is that you need to try for both. These are two characters coming out that you need on your account. It doesn't matter if it's old, new, whale, or something. But yeah, I'll explain in a second. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to do myself.
You are but another fool.
I hate this. Why does he get a free fucking hit, dude? That pisses me off so much.
Bow to the abyss, or be destroyed!
I don't know what happened. I don't know why. What the fuck is going on here? Why am I struggling with this? Usually he's dead by now. Can I not use the burst? I don't think I used Marika's burst. The first rotation there. So yeah, banner characters. This is a situation where you need to try to get both. Durin is a really good support, and he can carry you even if you have you have an extremely new account, like if you just started Genshin. I mean, you can use Barbara and just put wet on the enemy, and then Durin can do like vape on the enemy and do massive damage, man. That's basically what I'm doing with my Johona party. I was just playing around with Durin and her and stuff like that. Just vaping with, running around vaping with Durin. The damage won't be, like, extreme unless you, like, you know, pull extra constellations and you build all the characters. But he was pulling out pretty good, decent damage right off the bat. So yeah, new account. And of course, Durin, they boost all these old characters from you know, Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine. He just works well with a lot of them, with the melts and the overload and the res shred. So for experienced accounts, older accounts, it's great. He's great on that. So both old and new can benefit from him. And then right after Gurren, there's Columbina. Again, I know the consensus is because the videos and all these idiots, want to like, you know, incentivize Columbina to one thing. It's like, oh, her entire kit is about lunar reactions and things like that. It's like you're missing the point. The big, humongous thing about her is that she enables all lunar reactions just having her in the party. Again, to a new character, having access to Lunar Bloom, I know. Columbina can do Lunar Bloom with her charge attack. She also works with the Verdant Dew system that Lauma does, so when she gets Verdant Dews, she can do Lunar Bloom damage, alright? And then, again, you can do Lunar Charge, which is Hydro and Electro, and then you can do the new Lunar Crystallize. And then, that's the thing we're going to talk about, is like, oh my god, the whole Johona thing is that I'm trying to create a party around Columbina doing lunar reactions. So I was thinking like doing, oh wow, you can do, since Columbina enables lunar crystallize, just having her in the party, you can use Ningguang, you can use Columbina, and then have Johona as your off-field water applier at the same time. And then have your fourth party being like a geo buffer or something like that. Because Columbina and Ningguang will create the crystallize reaction, the lunar crystallize, just by having those two themselves. Yeah, okay, I know the people that are like, oh, the damage won't be meta, it would be garbage. And I'm like, dude, I don't care about meta, I don't care about endgame, I don't care about 36 starring and staging onslaught and like all those endgame modes are shit. So yeah, these party mix-ups, I'm thinking in my head, they're not going to do big damage, but they're going to be fun. You can mix it up each day and each week, like, using the same characters over and over and over. It's going to be boring. You want variety. You want to mix it up. You want to explore the map with a new combination of characters. That's what I play Genshin for, anyways. Columbina having lunar reactions, new players having access to lunar reactions right off the bat, huge. Like Columbina and Fischl, bam, right there. You now have access to lunar charge. And then, of course, older accounts, like mine. This is a situation I'm in. I have no Nodcry units except for Aino and Yehoda, right? I have no Nodcry units, so I don't have access to Lunar Bloom or anything like that. And it's a bit annoying because, like, the Spiral base, I know it's catering to Nodcry units and shit like that, but I still want to do lunar reactions because it's a new thing, right? I want to use it. So that's why I'm pulling Columbina, because like what's happening right now. I'm messing around. I want to do lunar reactions and create scuffed parties and things like that with her. So even if you don't have the big, Nodcry units like Nefer or Flynn's or Thalma and Nefa, you don't have them, you could still pull Columbina. You don't need these characters. Alright? Columbina still has insane amount of value for people who don't have any Nodcry units. You just need her. And you can work, like I said, I'm using Ningguang, like a shitty old 1.0 character, and bring her into the modern Nodcry. So I'm excited for that. And then, of course, if you do have any of those units I mentioned, Nodcry units, you pretty much have to pull Columbina because she's the best in slot for them, right? I want to make Columbina a good on-field attacker. So in the long run, I plan to use Columbina as my main attacker for charge attack doing lunar damage, right? And she does 3 hits of lunar damage. That's pretty good. And so you use her, use Lauma, and you use Jehoda. This team here can create verdant dews, and they are all boosting element. Having the Serenade set and the on-field Nodcry artifact set on Columbina will give you your crit rate for Columbina and 120 EM on Columbina for her lunar reactions and things like that, right? And then Lauma herself, her burst boosts lunar damage. So you use that with Columbina's burst, you're going to do pretty decent damage. I'm thinking 40 to 60k lunar charge damage, and she hits 3 times, right? So bam, bam, bam. That's pretty decent. That's got to be... That sounds good to me. So that's my plan when using Columbina. For the final weekly boss here, I just do Asaha. Let's look at my inventory. What do I need? And 9, 17, 4. Oh wow, yeah, I have a decent amount from Sinora. Oh god, I don't want to kill Raiden. Boreas fight. Dude, Barker better fucking use Boreas's mats, weekly mats, man. Because Barca is the Knight of Boreas. Like, he literally states it. It's the title of his name. I don't think I'll ever use Fontaine stuff. I don't think I'll ever use the whale stuff because I just really dislike Fontaine characters. Let's just do Azaha. Get that out of the way. This is a fight you should really do by yourself. Because of, there isn't too many characters that do party shields. You really need to depend on yourself.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! Today, you witness your reckoning! The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
last one's always bigger. It's all so
You
deceptive.
stand upon your tomb, though you know it not. Come, experience an eon of suffering.
Flower. Dream solvent? Yeah, dream solvent. How many do I have of these now? 63. Nice. Oh, and a red trunk. Nice. Alright, so where do we leave off here? We talked about the banners. This is a situation where you need to pull for both characters. Try to get both characters because they're going to be phenomenal. Old, new, don't have any Nodcry character, and counts with the Nodcry. They basically cover everything that's happening right now. Right? And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you need to pull for Durin if you're even remotely interested in Nicole, Alice, and Varka, right? And then the rumors are right now is that Alice isn't going to be in Nodcry, which is quite interesting. I had this thought. Remember during the cutscene with meeting Alice for the first time, she's like, "I'm going to be the last boss." That's not the last boss I want to be. Nodcry. And so yeah, she's joking about it, but I'm like, what if she is the last boss of Nodcry? Like the last weekly boss fight that you're going to unlock. Like before you go to Shesnaya, I want to test your strength or something like that, and she becomes like the last weekly boss fight. So yeah, she becomes literally the last boss of Nodcry. And then of course, and then we know that Arlecchino, she was a weekly boss fight, but she still was a banner character. So it could be the same thing happening with Alice. That'll be interesting. And then, like I said, I did hear some more rumors about Varka being a sub DPS. I'm like, okay, well, in my mind, a sub DPS is like Zhao. It's like Venti. I'm like, I really don't want that, right? Where, Venti, you build up his burst off screen, and then you switch to him, use his burst, he's on field for his burst duration, and then you switch out again. Like, it's not, the party isn't centered around him, right? Like with my Chaska, this party is centered around Chaska, boosting her damage, and then once you use all your supports, you end on Chaska, and you're on field for that long duration. And then same thing for Zhao, which is basically get his burst up, use his burst, and then switch off of him because his normal attacks suck, right? So, like, I really don't like. I want him to be a main DPS, like Flynn's, like Nefer, I really hope that if it is true, they'll change him and stuff like that. But basically, yeah. And for me, oh man, so yeah, Durin's banner's ending now, and I was gonna go for C2, but oh my god, with so many characters that I want on my account, I can't go after C2. And C2 on Durin would be so powerful on Chaska, boosting all of her 5 bullets by 50%. Shit, man. it would have been such a great damage boost for Chaska. I'm like, oh. But with, like I said, with Columbina, and then Barca could be coming out right after Columbina, right? I have no really interest in the Geo Leeway character, the female. I have no really interest in playing her and stuff. That's why I said, I'm like, you could substitute her for Ning Wang because, like I said, just having Columbine in the party will enable Lunar Crystallize. You don't actually need that 5-star to enable Lunar Crystallize. So I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. I'm like I'm on the fence because the 4-star that's coming out during the Lantern Rite, I'm like that he boosts, I think, lunar reactions, lunar crystallized reactions. So I'm like, if I use Ningguang, Columbina, Jehoda, and the new character, that would be a really good lunar crystallized team. And then when I want to switch it up, I can put Columbina as the main DPS, and then have her do Lunar Bloom. Ugh. I mean, oh my god, the possibilities are crazy with Columbina, man. Just having fun, right? Running around the open world, killing world bosses, killing enemies and stuff like that, with a fresh new team set. Can't wait. I kind of wish there was like a patch where it's all shitty characters. And when I call shitty characters, I'm talking like Klee and then John Lee, or we just had John Lee, right? Like Klee and who was Linny. Like I would never pull for those Linny. I would never pull for Linny. I would never pull for Colorend or something like that. Like just characters that's an easy skip for me, you know. And I could just use that patch to save up. Oh, I actually may need to put some Genesis crystals on my account. I already have some, but that's just from the Welkin Moon. Every month I buy the Welkin Moon. I'm a low spender. Yeah, and this patch, every 2 months, I buy the Battle Pass. And so yeah, I just built Durin, I just built Jehoda, and I plan to build Columbina. So right off, like I need this Battle Pass, man, to for money, for weapon EXP and all that stuff, and books and all that stuff. Oof, I need to replenish that. Like, you may think, one second, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Yeah, look at that. I had like pretty much 20k when I was building Jehoda, dude. And that I crowned twice Durin, man. And you have to understand, crowning like a skill. I think it costs like like 1 point, like 1.7 mil or something like that. I know the last, like the 10th one cost 700,000. Oh my god, man! Over half a mil, man. So so I plan to crown Columbina's attack because I plan to build her as a main attacker. So I need her charge attack to be all the way at 10. I need her skill at all the way at 10 because I think that's the skill that does the gravity attack. You need to level that attack up, and then her burst. Not so much. Like her burst just enables a boost to lunar reaction. I guess yeah. You want to level 10 that because you want the most out of your lunar reactions. So yeah, level 10 that. So that's, oh my god, dude. Columbina's gonna be freaking expensive. You have to 90 her. You have to get all 3 talents to level 10. Damn, man, it's gonna be expensive. That may be bring her. That may bring me down to like 10 million, man. Whew, that's gonna be expensive. Yeah. All right. Now, my expectations about. Wait. How much resin do I have left? 114. And let's switch to my Columbina mismatch team here. Yeah. It ended up like this because I was just having fun with Jehoda's kit. All right. Wait, no, just use that. Okay, I know, like, I know's not built. Look at that, she's level 2 or like, she's only there for the 4-piece night sky. All right. Uh, having this and Serenade. I'm only have this because I want the full effect of Serenade, which is this set. When you have that set, the night set, and this set in the party, you get 120 elemental mastery, right? Which then boosts your lunar damage, or even right now, it's boosting Durin's vape damage. Or in this party, it's his melt damage, right? Yeah, he has 82 right now, and then when I use Jehoda's E skill, she boosts the party by 120 right off the bat, which is nice. And then Ascendant Gleam, I think gives you 4? What does Ascendant Gleam do again? All characters gain Ascendant. Oh yeah, so you see, and like all this stuff is like, if it and one of these elements boosts your damage. If it's Pyro, it's Hydro, it's Anemo. Look at that. Look at that. Having a Nemo on your account, right, increases the damage by 2.2 for every 100 elemental mastery. Yeah, I'm getting a damage boost from that. That's kind of weird that it doesn't give you elemental mastery. So yeah. Alright, so when I want to main Columbina, she'll be using this set, which will give her a good 30% crit rate. The reason why, like, look at this. I have so many Serenade, but, like, none of the Night Sky. Look at this. None. It's because when the information came out about the new artifact set for Columbina, I'm like, oh, she gets her own artifact set, so I don't need this set. I'll just use that on her. But then I actually read the set. I'm like, oh shit, this won't do anything for Columbina as a main DPS, as a charge attack spammer. So I'm like, shit, I gotta refarm this. Oh, that sucks, man. I had so much of this thing, and I thought I would never use it because I have no, like I said, I have no main attacker Nodcry, right? So it's like in a situation where Columbina is the main attacker, you want to use this on Columbina, but pretty much any other situation, you want Columbina on that new set that's coming out because it's very support heavy. By having that new set on Columbina, she boosts all lunar reactions of the party, and I think it gives EM. I think, I forget, but yeah, it's very support heavy, as she's a support when she's playing the support, and someone else is the main DPS. So for the instance I'm talking about, so let's say I know is Columbina, so it would be Columbina as the main, it'd be Johona as the Serenade artifact carrier, and give the party Ascendant Gleam, having 2 Notcry characters. That covers that, right? And then let's say that, okay, Traveler as Lauma. Another Dendro unit, I guess. That. So yeah, it's okay. Remember, I know it's Columbina, right? So how I do this is like I always start with left, the third character here, because it's like left on the D-pad, right on the D-pad, down on the D-pad, and then up. You know, up as in number 1, the top character, right? That's how my mind works, right? And you end up on the main DPS character after using all 3 ones. So look at this. Traveler is going to be Lauma, all right? Lauma uses her E skill, puts down at the Dendro field. Oh, sorry, no. That's right. You need water. So you use Columbina's E skill, switch to Lauma E skill. There you go. You're now generating Verdant Dews for Columbina's charge attack. And then the reason why I picked Johota and I want to level her up is because she doesn't absorb Dendro, right? She only absorbs like the main Peach characters. Patch elements, right? Look at this. Pyro, Hydro, Electro, and Cryo. I don't know why they're so against Anemo absorbing Geo and Dendro. I wonder why. Why can't like Anemo absorb these elements? That would make my Chaska so much better, and even more versatile. If I can do Geo bullets to destroy shields and shit, man, it would be so much more better. I don't know why they always leave out Geo and Dendro, as Anemo can't absorb them or spread them or whatever. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, so she cannot absorb Dendro, right? So Dendro stays on the enemy when you use Lauma, but you're still applying Columbina's Hydro E skill onto the enemy. So Johota will absorb that with her E skill, and then after a few seconds, you now have 2 characters applying Hydro off field. I'm surprised that, like I said, her kit is actually fun. When you'll see it in a little bit, but when she absorbs the element, you now have an off-field Hydro applier for 20 seconds. That's insane. And the cooldown is 15. You can keep this up all the time. That's crazy. So look at that happening. Lauma's E skill happening, Johota's Hydro application, and Columbina's Hydro application E skill happening. So you have no problem generating Verdant Dews. And Verdant Dews is what Columbina uses with her charge attack to do lunar damage. Lunar bloom damage. And then the 4th slot is still open. Having those 3 characters covers everything. I covered the Ascendant Gleam. Both characters have the Serenade set, the Night set. The only thing that's missing is Columbina's lunar reaction boosting set. That's basically her set when she's and I put Yao Yao here is because hey, another Dendro applier, plus her E skill heals, right? So that gives you some sustain while you are on Columbina. Charge attacking. So it's like, yeah, E skill, E skill, E skill, and then E skill, and then you're on Columbina, burst, and then just charge attack, charge attack, charge attack. Every time you have Verdant Dews. And the reason why, like, I usually have my my Traveler on Pyro, but like I said, like I want to try this out. I don't have, of course, as you can see, I don't have Lauma yet, but I just dumped so much ER into the Traveler. Look at this, 224, right? Jeez. Crit. Wait, what? No, I think she should be on Sacrificial? I think I changed it for that fight. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, 240. Using her E skill twice. Just to use her burst, right? And because the Dendro absorbs the Hydro from Columbina's E skill, because her E skill does AoE Hydro damage, right? Periodically. Traveler's burst will absorb that Hydro and make the AoE even bigger. So you're getting that hitting the enemies with Dendro all the time. So yeah, see, that's my idea for on-field Columbina. All right, charge attacking with Columbina's E skill, which does Lunar Bloom, and I believe Lunar Bloom ignores defense, so it'll hit hard. And then check this out. This is the other one, right? Which is now support Columbina. And then we go with Johota again. Then Columbina. And then like another a unit that boosts geo damage or something like that, right? Or another unit that boosts lunar reactions. So in this setup, right? You start with Columbina's E skill and burst. No. Actually, no. You start with Ningguang's E skill to place down her curtain, right? And then you go to Columbina E skill, which now applies Hydro. I now just did Lunar Crystallize, right? And again, Johota doesn't absorb Geo, so I don't have to worry about that, you know, getting in the way of Johota's absorption. So she's only absorbing the water from Columbina. So then I have 2 off-field Hydro appliers, right? And then I switch to Garo, use his burst, increase my Geo damage, and then switch to Ningguang, and then just normal charge attack, normal charge attack, normal charge attack, right? All the while, just having Columbine in the party changes the interaction of Geo and Hydro applied by these two into Lunar Crystallize. So I'm doing a bunch of Lunar Crystallize damage. And so the night set, so this set, the night set will be on Ningguang, right? I know it's weird. Look, it's like, isn't that a Nodcry set? Ningguang isn't a Nodcry. It's like, you don't have to be a Nodcry unit. All I want from this is the crit rate, right? When you have Gleaming Moon and the Serenade set in the party, this person gains 30% crit, right? That's what I want. And that 30% will apply to Ningguang. So it will make her right, build a lot easier. I could stack on more critical defense. And then Columbina, we're using Ino here, will be using her new support set that boosts all lunar reactions. And then remember, on top of that, her burst also boosts all lunar reactions. So the crystallize will do a lot of damage. You'll be doing decent, man. All the while you're doing geo damage, boosted geo damage from your fourth, Garo or whatever. Garo set, right? And I even got the Dodoko set, right? Normal attack hits increase your charge attack damage. So I'm like, yeah, that's nice. So that's an instance of Columbina being used as support. But also, you don't have to do Lunar Crystallize. Like, another one would be Casca. That's right. Oh, Columbina would be on her set. Damn, no, that wouldn't work either. I can't use my Chaska, and I can't get all the benefits. That sucks. Oh no, it would be Chaska, and let's say Raiden is Enefa, and Ino is Columbina. That would take care of the Ascendant Gleam. Yep. And then and then actually no, let's make Inchu Columbina and then Ino. Okay, I know this is the characters are, but check this out. Jingchu is Columbina, right? And then Raiden is a Nefa. And then you have Ino just for the night set again. So check this out. Jingchu is on the new set that's coming out for Columbina, which boosts all lunar reactions, right? And then Enefa will be on the Serenade set, the support set. So everyone is getting 120 EM when she uses her E skill. And then Ino is just there to hold the on-field Nodcry set, boost the Serenade to get that reaction. Serenade set on Enefa. So I have all three Nodcry sets going with this Chaska team to boost, and the lunar reaction will be lunar charge. So Chaska will be doing lunar charge attack. She'll get 120 elemental mastery because of the Serenade set, and from Columbina's burst and the artifact set on her, you'll get like 60% lunar reaction damage increase. That's easy. But have fun, man. That's an interesting set. Now, who was I using? Durin? Jehoda... Where are you? Fuck, man. Oh, there are too many characters now. It's really hard to see now. I forget what my party was. What was it? Who was my third pair? I totally forgot now. Oh no, it was Satali for the the res shred when she melts, and she has Cinder City on, so she also boosts elemental damage. And then just I know for the there we go. Yeah. What I want is not cry. This boss. Oh shit, that's right. This is Jehoda's leveling ascension mats, right? But damn it, this guy is resistant to Dendro and Pyro, so I'm like, oh, I wanted to use my I want to show you how cool this setup is, because I'm healing with Jehoda, right, with her burst, right, and she's also applying water with her E skill off field, all the while Durin is blasting the enemy, doing melt damage. But I'll do that in a second. Oops, come on. There we go. The weekly, we did that. We did the trounce thing. Defeat a boss 3 times. We're doing that. That's what we're doing. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're leveling Jehoda, and we're doing this there. Sad thing is Jehoda's only 60, right? So she often gets 1 shot. That's why I started using Satali, right? I'm like, oh god, she keeps dying, man. So I'm like, I'll use Satali. But then I'm like, oh wait, no, I could shred with Satali, and then I just create this party. It works really well. Oh no! I didn't have any. I didn't have any. Fuck. I didn't have any. Burst up. That sucks. Yeah, see how all the bursts are working together. Sadly, this boss is like. Burst. Evil burst. Come on. Evil burst. Where's my energy, dude? Oh, stuff. Damn. Oh, so scuffed. But as you can see, it's actually pretty fun. It's just that guy has like resistance. And like I said, I went through his entire mechanic of like killing the party when he does. He has like this HP drain move, right? Jehoda's healing, man. Yeah. He really kept up with that. Like I said, he has things, so guess we go with that. So much easier, huh? Oh. I think I need 20, right? Fine. Ah, damn it, 37. Really? Really? I'm only getting her to 80. Gonna use up these ones. And these are the stats I have on her, just like 245 energy. Like I said, I'm only using her pretty much for her burst and healing. So crit rate, crit damage, I don't care about. And like I said, as you can see, I'm using her with Ascendant Gleam as an off-field elemental applier, right? Which is Hydro in this case. Or no, Cryo in this case. From Satali's skill. There we go. 6. She's 7. And see, look at this. This will work with Columbina's party, right? If the character's HP is above 70%, the elemental mastery is increased by 100 for 6 seconds. See? That's an additional 100. So you're gaining 120 from the Serenade set, right? Yeah, see, look at 120 from the Serenade set, and then another 100 when you use her burst. When she heals everyone above 70%, they gain another 100 on top of that. That's crazy for Columbina, and that's crazy for Durin because, like I said, he's doing melt reactions, right? Let's see if see if I can get everyone's burst up here. I killed that enemy. He hasn't respawned. Really? Good enemy. There you are. Okay, everyone's up. Yeah, that's what I just wanted. Atlan. I want to show this. I mean, that's so long. 20 seconds of this, man. I didn't realize how good that was. Like, oh god, why did she have to be so ugly? But her kit is actually fun. You see that 63k? 63k? Wait, what? Why did that skill that? Why did that end so soon? Damn it. There we go. First, that. 72k? See, I mean, that's fun, man. I mean, you could spice it up by putting Mona in Ino slot, but you lose the whole the Serenade, the full effect of the Serenade. But it might be worth it because Mona's burst, and then you Durn. That would do massive damage, man. Like I said, I like having Ino there just for the night set. I mean, you could put it on anything. You could actually put it on Mona to keep the night set going and get the Mona thing. But then, oh god, I need to like farm this night set, but on high energy recharge, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Maybe down the road, just for funsies. Anyways, let's talk about story. It's story time. Grab something to drink here. Oof, you're talking a lot. Ah, man. Oh my god, I found like the best combination, dude. In this country, in Canada, there's like Crush, which is like pretty much orange soda, right? But it's orange soda with 0 sugar. So I put a can of that, and 1 cup of 0 sugar orange juice. And I'm like, oh my god, no, 0 sugar peach juice. I'm like, oh my god, it's the best tasting thing ever. Oh, 0 sugar, really healthy. You could sip on it throughout the entire day. Another good combination is getting you get the sugar version basically. It's cranberry ginger ale. Cranberry ginger ale with 0 sugar orange juice. Or you can go another alternative is use water enhancers. Water enhancers are those like alternative sugar with artificial flavor, and you squirt it in water, giving the water flavor. Basically, a cranberry ginger ale and a cup of this water enhanced liquid in there. I'm like, oh yeah, that combination's good too. Normally, I'm a tea drinker. My favorite one is Earl Grey, 2 sugar, 2 milk. But I'm trying to cut down on the sugar, and then the artificial sugar I bought. It causes diarrhea. It floods your colon with lots of water. So I'm like, oh, that's a bad artificial sugar, man. And I bought a big box of it, so I'm like, shit. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to throw it away. So I'm like drinking it very sparingly, like a tea once every couple of days, just to somehow use it up. Anyways, my expectations for 6.3 now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I have never been this excited for a story in a long time in Genshin. I can't even remember when. Alright, so at the end of last patch, or sorry, no, at the end of this patch, this one, right? We saw Convina throw herself into the moon gate. And at the very last second, we see her falling through the moon gate, and she dissipates. She disappears. She, gets and so my assumption was okay. She was torn apart, and then somehow we have to get her back, and then we're going to go kill Dottore. So I'm like, okay, it's very standard. I know what's going to happen. But then, oh my god, Brian Online did a reaction video of a guy who did a theory video, and the only thing I stopped watching when he pointed out the scene from the last patch when we went to the iridescent moon. This scene has you and Columbina go into the moon's reflection to get the iridescent moon, right? And when we get there, the iridescent moon starts talking, and it talks to Columbina as if she knows her, like a friend. I'm like, and I totally forgot. I'm like, oh my god, that's mind blowing. That just blew my mind, because I totally forgot about how important that just one scene is. Now, for those of you that don't know, the iridescent moon existed 6,000 years ago. So she could not possibly meet Columbina. And the crazy thing is, the very last word that the iridescent moon says, hypo, as in Columbina's last name, Hyposelenia, Columbina Hyposelenia. And she just declared her name in this patch, Hyposelenia. So I'm like, oh my god, she met, and the only thing I could think of is that Columbina traveled back in time. I'm like, oh my god, story now makes sense. This entire Columbina story, it just came into place. It's like beforehand we were placed with a puzzle, right, with all of its pieces scattered, and we don't know what the picture is. Like, what are we looking for? It could be a landscape, it can be a house, it could be a marketplace. Like, we don't know what the picture is, right? And so we're like randomly placing pictures, don't know what the story is. But immediately when that happened, I'm like, oh my god, she didn't get ripped apart in the moon gate. She got sent back in time. I'm like, everything makes sense. That one puzzle piece went in. I'm like, that's what we're after. It's a farm, right? I can see a little bit of the roof. I can see a bit of a cow. This is the farmer standing there. I can start seeing the picture. Everything is coming together. I'm like, oh my god. So I really want this to be true, because this will be such a great story. Columbina goes back in time, meets the 3 moon goddesses, right? And then this is pure speculation. We don't know. We know she does meet them, all right? We know she meets the iridescent moon. If she meets the iridescent moon, she's probably going to meet the other 3. We don't know what Columbina is going to tell them. Is she going to tell them about their future, about the Dragon War, and that they all die in it? And the consequence, like, if she did tell them, the iridescent moon, which we thought was destroyed by the enemy, no, she could have actually tried to run away from the war and hid in the moon's reflection, but the abyss got her, right? The abyss found her and killed her. And then the other one, the big moon, the everlasting moon, goes off and dies. And here's the crazy thing. It is stated that the frost moon was thrown into space. It was not destroyed, right? Who did that? I want to know who's the one who decided to, not destroy the frost moon. Because the frost moon is Columbina, right? That's what allows her to be reincarnated, right? Who saved the frost moon? Was it Columbina herself in the past, because she knows what the future is? It could be the moon goddesses, because sorry, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but due to some circumstances, Columbina can't save the moon herself, so the other moons save it. Or it could be the heavenly principles, because they have to. Another thing to talk about is they have to keep the timeline the reoccurring timeline that this whole Tavat thing is happening, right? Fate, right? Has to happen. Alright, we'll talk about it in a second. So, the Frost Moon has to survive. Because it is already happened. The Frost Moon stays beyond the false sky, and Columbina is born from it. And then she becomes the Kutar, and she has her life like that, right? That has to happen. It is fate. It is written in the Irmisol. It is written in the sky, whatever you want to call it, right? So that has to happen. But Columbina, the one who traveled back in time 6,000 years ago, tells them about the future and stuff like that. She makes plans to somehow come back to us. But she's 6,000 years in the past. How does she do that? Alright. Okay. Now we have to talk about fate, right? The whole thing about Tavat is that it's already happened. It is written down. It's predetermined. Everything's predetermined. You can't escape it. That's what happened in Sumeru. That's what happened in Fontaine with Fusor. She knew the prophecy has to happen. The Archon has to die. Right? So she made plans for that to happen, but for her to survive in a different way, as a human. And that's what Farina is. It's her stab at fate. Her way to get around fate. That's a big theme in Tavat. To get around that fate. It's already been written, right? It's happening again. It is stated that Columbina, here's the thing, spoiler, not really a spoiler, but it happened now in this patch. It is stated in the tarot card reason she has to die. I know it's sad. But we also know that she's a playable character, so she has to be reincarnated, rebirth, right? Come back. But she is 6,000 years in the past now, right? And she has to die. So I'm like, oh my god, that's so crazy. She's gonna fight in the Dragon War, and she's gonna die. And that's why I said, if she dies, who saves the Frost Moon? That has to happen. It's either the other moons saving her sister, or like Columbina tells about the future and stuff like that, so they know the Frost Moon has to survive. It could also be the Heavenly Principle now. They're a thing about fate and having the timeline not stirred or messed up. So when Columbina traveled back in the time 6,000 years ago, and there are two Frost Moon Scions, Frost Moon goddesses existing then, because we got one from our time, and then the Frost Moon goddess from 6,000 years ago, the original. And then here comes the Heavenly Principle saying, nah, this is wrong, this is not right. And so, like I said, she either dies in the Dragon War, or the Heavenly Principles kills our Columbina from the future, because she can't exist. It disrupts the timeline. But here's the thing. Columbina's smart. Alright? This ties in with... They can't kill her, because the timeline states she is reborn later and becomes the Kutar, and then, like I said, goes through that whole storyline, the Kutar, the Harbingers, and we meet her. That has to happen. It is stated in Irmisol. So they can't kill her. They just need to kill her and have her reincarnate in the future. So they kill her and tie her to the Frost Moon. But Columbina knows that the Frost Moon, and then you have this whole cycle, right? If that happens, if they kill her or she dies in the Dragon War and she's still tied to the Frost Moon Scion Columbina will be reborn again, and then it's a loop again, right? She becomes the Kuta, she becomes the Harbinger, we meet her, and then she states her name, and then she gets trapped back in time again. And then again, it repeats. That's the cycle. Columbina or someone breaks it. When she dies, this time, the Frost Moon it still exists. It's thrown back in time. But this Columbina, the one from in the future, ties herself. Here's the big. This is the big spoiler. To the Welkin moon. I know what you're saying now. There's no such thing as a Welkin moon. There's only the Frost moon, the iridescent moon, and the everlasting moon. There is no Welkin moon. Like, dude, this is where it's like, there's been mention about a fourth moon. But where is it? The fourth moon, get ready for this, is Nod Cry. It is a failed moon. When Nibelung, the Dragon King, created the 3 moon goddesses and then the dragon sovereigns, and then left the planet, the dragon sovereigns tried to create a 4th moon. But they didn't have the knowledge or the power to create another powerful being like a moon goddess. So they failed. And that moon stayed on Teyvat and became the Nod Cry. Columbina, the one our little Bina, Hyposelenia, ties herself to that moon instead of the Frost moon. That is her way of being reborn, not messing up the timeline. This is very Steins Gate. If you don't know what Steins Gate is, it's an anime, and it's about exactly what this is. It's about the timeline cannot be changed. It has to happen. And so he devises a way to save a loved one. Oh, 1 second here. Phone. 1 second here. Okay, back. So, we were talking about Steins Gate. Steins Gate is an anime about the timeline can't be changed. So, he finds a way to trick fate, a predetermined fate, by allowing the universe and all its observers, all the people involved of this person's death that he's trying to save, play out their role and have nothing change, but at the same time, he made everyone believe that this person was dead. But in reality, he went back in time, saved them, but he just staged the person's death. So, in the original timeline, this person did die. But he went back in time, staged the death this time, exactly how it happened in the original timeline. And so everyone who found the dead body believed this person was dead, and played out their actions exactly as the timeline predicted. And then after they were gone, then went and finished saving the person. So that's how the original timeline was preserved, and yet it was changed. It's the same thing here that I want to happen in Teyvat. Columbina, Frost Moon Columbina, has to exist. And that has to happen. She has to become Kutar. She has to become the Harbinger. She has to leave the Harbinger. She has to meet us. Travel back in time. And there's 2... she can't exist in that timeline for very long because there's 2 Frost Moon Scions. Frost Moon Goddesses. The one from that time and the one who traveled back in time. This pisses off the Heavenly Principles. That can't happen. So either they kill her or she dies in the Dragon War. Alright? But the Columbina from our time ties herself to the Welkin moon, Nod Cry, the 4th failed moon. While the Columbina from 6,000 years ago, the original one, dies in the Dragon War, right? So it's fate. It's predetermined. She dies in the Dragon War or whatever happens to that original one, and then that Columbina gets reincarnated in the future. We're going to call her the Frost Moon Columbina, right? But like I said, our Columbina, that one that traveled back in time, whatever, does die. That fulfills the fate of her tarot card. She has to die. But she ties herself to the Welkin Moon, and guess what? Columbina, from 6,000 years ago, has been with us from the very start of Not Cry. And this is the crazy, and I love it, part. It's the Lunatar. Remember when we first meet the Lunatar? It just appears out of nowhere and kisses us on our forehead and follows us around and guides us to the Frost Moon Columbina, the one who doesn't know us yet, right? The Lunatar makes sure that does happen, so it can play out and we can change that Frost Moon Columbina, and the Lunatar, right? It's a fragment of Columbina. So now, instead of finding a way to bring Columbina back from the past or reincarnating her, we find out the Lunatar is Columbina. She's just fragmented across Nodcry. So we travel across Nodcry, finding the rest of her. Remember, Nodcry's the Welkin Moon. It won't reject her. She's tied to it. And then when we piece her together, we go off and fight Dottore. And that is the end of the Columbina storyline. I'm like, oh, please let that happen. That would be so unique, man. I want the Lunatar to be Columbina because it fits so well. If you look at the Lunatar, its clothing is very poncho-like. And you know how Columbina has exposed legs? It's the same thing on the Lunatar. The legs are exposed. And then the headpiece at the back of the Lunatar is the exact same thing as Columbina, right? And then the long ears is supposed to represent her long hair that's split down the middle. And then the big thing is that the Lunatar specifically has eyes that are closed, just like Columbina. I'm like, oh man, I want that. I've been with us the entire time. Oh my god, that would be so cool. And so it fits the timeline. Frost Moon Columbina exists. Timeline hasn't changed. And this is how two Columbinas can exist at the same time. One existing as the Lunatar, and one existing born from the Frost Moon. And remember, the entire expansion is called The Song of the Welkin Moon, which is the fourth moon. The Welkin Moon, like, oh man, that would be so good. And someone pointed out that when we first meet the Lunatar and kisses us on our forehead, the song playing, the title of it is like New Friends Meet Old Friends, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a big tell right there, man. Alright, I know I've been talking a long time, but that is my time travel story. That's what I want to happen, or something very close to it. Alright. Please don't be like something like, oh, because the dimensions are diluting together and sharing the same space, we're going to talk to Columbina in the past and find out a way to bring her back to the future, and then we're going to fight Dottore. Simple. Done. I'm like, no, that's boring, man. Oh, man, that would be so great. So anyways, that is my theory on. That's why I'm so excited for it. So I'm like, oh my god, this is what I'm saying. I went back to the whole. It's there. It's a slam dunk. It'll be a great time travel story and creative. Okay, what do I want to make with it? Oh yeah, that I used up all my Adeptus Temptation, so just create 10 of these. And then 10 of the cake, which is Scoffier's specialty. Here we go. That's 10 cooking, and then I'm gonna put this up to for tomorrow, the crafting. Wait, come on. We'll do this. So 10 and 10. There we go. And that'll be ready tomorrow. I think I just pretty much did all the week stuff here. So yeah, spend 5,000 Laura, cook 20 dishes, do 2 outstanding, defeat the bosses, which I'm gonna finish up tomorrow when I get the rest of Jehoda's mats. I also need to farm Columbina's boss mats too, which is the hair. It's sad that she uses like a new material, so you can't pre-farm. And then after that, I have to do ley lines. And after that, domains. Like I said, I need to stock up on money, man. Like I'm gonna level Columbina to 90. I'm going to 10 all 3 skills, because like I said, I have lots of party setups for her, right? Wait, how many do I need? How many books do I need? Oh my god, books. Oh my god. I already have like a bunch, but I need to do all 3 of them. So for instance, let's just use someone else here. And then we go to character, and then let's say normal attack. And we want to take this all the way to 10, like we said. How many books do I need? I need 38. So 38 times 3. Oh my god. I'm just getting my phone here. I'm bad at math. 38 times 3. 114. 114 of those. How many? That's probably around 60 of these. Yeah, roughly around 60. We'll say 65. But yeah, 65 of those and 113 of these. The purple. So how many do I have now? Books. Books are under this? No. Books, yeah. And she will use the moon one, right? I already have 27. Oh my god. Let's craft. Where? Books. Alright, so 13 minus. How many do I have again? 27. 113 minus 27. I need 86. I need to craft 8. Oh, 81. That's actually not bad. I don't need to craft. I just need to do the domain a few times. I'm close, dude. Oh, damn! I farmed this thing a lot. I must have done this way at the start. I'm like, I must have done this at the start of Nod Curl. I'm like, I'm gonna get Columbina, and she's probably gonna use the one with the moons on it because it's moonlight. And I just took a guess. Like, yes, I'm gonna stock up on this thing hard. Okay, yeah, I can do that easy, man. I can do that when I'm done the ley lines. So yeah, let's finish this up. Nod Cry, and we want lots of Mora. All right, so I'll stop when I hit like 25 million. Oh no! I hate these things! Did I kill it? Did I fucking kill it? I think oh no, I think it spawns too. Ugh. I didn't even look at the damage, man. I was just concentrating on getting the burst going. Yeah, so when you're doing your weeklies, make sure you do, when you're doing the ley lines, do the 20, do the 40 until you're finished your weeklies, right? So you can get the most out of it. Oh no no no! I have 40. No 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 no. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's right. I need to get the rest of this. Shit. Totally forgot. There we go. Yeah, we want that. Well, I think that's it. Pretty much talk talk your ear off. And I hope, like, you know, leave a comment. All right, you guys have better theories, or did I miss something, or what are your plans for Columbina? Do you actually like Jehoda's look? It's so over the place. It's ripped nylons, two different socks, weird hairstyle, the stupid star in her eye. Ugh. Like I said, I hate the character, but I'm actually having fun with her kit, right? Because you could make her an off-field elemental applier, a hydro applier, a cryo applier, a fire applier, right? Which is kind of fun to mess around with. I am using the new bow on her. All right, increasing attack, and of course, her healing is based on her attack, right? So that's why I just want to keep it up. I got lucky with artifacts, man. Look at this. Look at this, man. I had so many this right? And this one actually rolled pretty well. Look at it. 22% energy recharge. 12% energy recharge. And then three stats that she uses. Attack is for her healing. Elemental mastery is for her whatever reactions she causes. And then look at this. 20% energy recharge. Elemental mastery. And a little bit of rate, but flat attack stat, which again goes to her healing. Or the again, attack percentage. That's why it's not there. So this is a really good set. A really good piece. It has everything she needs on it, right? And then I put another. It's like, since I'm not doing, I don't care about her elemental damage or even her reaction damage much. I'm like, just dump more into her attack, right? For her healing. Since my weapon doesn't have attack on it, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let's put more attack on her, right? And look at that energy recharge, 13% recharge. I could probably find something better, actually. Something with attack percentage and even more energy recharge. I could probably re-roll this at some point. If I remember. It's like, so once I get enough for a re-roll, I forget who I'm trying to re-roll. Okay. And then this one, 15% energy recharge and healing bonus on it. And then again, look, plus 10% attack, right? Again, goes into her healing. So I'm like, wow, she's become one of my best healers, and her burst goes, like, it's very easy to get, right? Surprisingly for a character I don't like, the game decided to build her well, pretty well. Oh, it pisses me off. Oh yeah, this is not even maxed out yet, right? Rank 4. Oh wait, did I? Are all these done? Oh, sorry. Are these open? Oh my god, I hate Snow Trace. I'm one of those few people that hate Snow Trace. I hate putting the same amount of time as someone else and they get more points or rewards or rewarded better. I put the same amount of time in, I should get the same. This is why I hate PvP. There's a winner and a loser, and the loser gets so much less than the winner, but they put the same amount of effort and time into something, right? This is why I hate PvP. This is why I can't get behind it. When you're against other people. This is why I like co-op stuff a lot more. Alright. I'm liking the Trial of Adder. The attack stuff. Yeah, I couldn't do this one because it asked for burning, man. Which I have no Dendro on my account. That's the problem. This will be so fixed if I could just get Llama. God. If I could just apply off-field Dendro. So no, these are still on cooldown, right? Yeah, 2 hours from now. A little later, but then... Yeah, so it triggers Bloom and Hyper Bloom and Burden and Lunar Bloom. Blah, blah, blah. Imagine if I had Columbina. I'm like, oh, this? I could just, Lunar Bloom. Easy. That's what I'm saying. Columbina is so good. You're not locked out of content you can't do. And look at it. I got like... What is that? 2 million? 2 million on this. And I could barely break... the 200k one on this one. Hopefully the next one is going to be easier. I love the battle ones. I love it when the events are about battles, actually using your account, right? But then you get shit like this, like, oh, you're in a fucking Snow Trace or mini game that doesn't use anything on your account, and then it's like, oh, you're in this cute little mascot. Run around and collect coins. I'm like, again, doesn't use your account. It's like, ugh. And it's like this. This is an aiming game. Even though, characters have bows and stuff like that. No. We create your own aiming system for this. I'm like, fuck, man. It's a bow character. Oh my god. Well, let's finish up. There's pretty much nothing else I can do. I'm out of resin. I thought I could sprint with her. Again, this is what I choose to do thing. The rocks for, keeping your weapon, your stack of weapon upgrade material up. And then the meat and the chicken for creating food. The rest of it could just be money, right? I guess I could change this now. Yeah. Just more meat. I could put Nodcry on yeah. On some more money. Go 43. There we go. Oh, like I said, please come on, leave a comment about your theory, your plans for characters. What do you plan to do with Columbina? Do you plan to pull for Ooh, is this? God, this guy sounds like German or something. Oh God, why? Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck with all these people with bad leg? Like, seriously, I get a majority of people with horrible leg when co-oping. I don't know why. Need help? Yes, I want help. Yeah, yeah, this guy's in English. Okay. Boss, what lift? I have no idea who that is. Really? Boreas? Oh, is Boreas Venties? Oh, come on. Over here more. Yeah. Wolf? We're waiting for him. That's up, that's up. Might as well. See, they're like, oh, I hate when the game gives me so much useless food. Oh, I missed. Really? Oh, God. Skip cutscene! Again, see? I choose Chaska, and apparently he doesn't know how Chaska works, right? Because he still stayed on Venti. Oh my God, 2 Anemo? No wonder I was gimped. 4? Oh no, no, it's a weekly, right? Yeah, this isn't a world boss. It's a world boss. Anything else? That? I want Leslie. What? Oh, he wants the cube. I have no idea what he's saying. Yeah. Who do I use for that? I forget. I guess? Damn it. Honestly, is this a kid? What do you choose? Is that I know and... Seriously? One match, so I'm guessing one more time? Come on, come on. Oh, nice. Using Dia. Finally. Okay. I think that's it. More? Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I was just pretty much helping this co-op guy. Leave a comment, please. Like I said, about your plans, your future, or your expectations, your ideas about calling being the teams and stuff like that. Do you follow meta as and you don't stray from it or anything like that? All right, just happy to hear from you guys. All right, later. And the next video, can't wait. 6.3, here we come.